Alright guys, so welcome back to another video here. We're going to be playing some Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. So straight away let's talk to this guy. And so I have started up this save already. I talked to him and then I talked to the chief researcher. And now I'm here. I'm not going to lie, I don't think I'm going to focus too much on the story here. I myself am not going to read it out loud. If you are interested, you can go ahead and pause it and read it yourself. I don't really care, and plus I've already played through all of this. Right, so we got some Zenny, which is our currency. We're gonna talk to the quest giver here. So she's just explaining the quest levels and the quest gate and where we're gonna go, what we're supposed to do here, and how everything works. So let's go ahead and do some key quests. So I do have a full list here of the quests that are letting me know which quests are the key quests. So my main goal with this character is to get it to where my main character is. I've played about 13 hours on a separate character. I streamed like 6 of those at least, and you know, I took a little bit of time to just get acquainted with a lot of the weapons and stuff and see what I like, and I want to get to that point. So I'm going to be focusing the key quests, and I have a female character here because my main character is a male. Well, this is probably going to be my main character now, but apparently there's gender-specific armor. I don't know if there's a whole lot of it, but I know that it does exist, at least a few pieces of it. So I am interested in trying to get both, maybe. Right, so our first quest is going to be find the ferns. Now this is going to be a delivery quest, so it's going to be pretty boring. We're not going to be killing anything. So let's just get through it. So yeah, I will be playing this when I'm not recording, just not, I'm going to be trying to stay away from key quests unless I'm recording. So if you don't know about Monster Hunter, here's the little hub area for, not really hub area, but like the starting area for your quests. You're always going to be here. You're going to have that blue chest, the item chest that gives you some items that are going to be useful in your mission. Right, so here's area 1. The areas are divided into separate locations. Obviously, you can see there on the map. You can take a look at the individual locations as well. It's pretty cool. These guys are pretty docile. You are going to have to, like, you don't necessarily have to kill them, but you are definitely going to have to hit some of them eventually because they drop ancient berries. Right, so we're trying to get some unique ferns, which I think you can get from here. Yeah. Right, so we're trying to get some unique ferns, and this guy is going to attack me because I attacked his buddy, but he's slow, so I still didn't get away. He pushed me into a safe area, though. This is a big difference if you're coming from World. The areas aren't separated by loading screens, so they're still separate areas, but you're going to have to, if you're fighting a monster, you can't do what I just did and just escape from that area. You know, like those monsters won't follow me here. But in World, they probably would. Alright, so I need 8 unique ferns, but there is a subquest, I believe, for some unique mushrooms as well. Yeah, so we need 10 unique mushrooms as well. And I do want to do the side quest, or the subquest. Alright, so I need 1 more unique fern, and still the 10 mushrooms. So I'm just going to gather those real quick. Alright, we only got 2 off that one. Kind of happy we don't have to fight anything. I don't really use a sword and shield. I don't think I've ever really used it. Hello, little ant guy. So there's a lot of gathering that you need to do in this game. A lot of farming stuff. Whether it's creatures or things like this where you have to go up and pick it up. You can see some honey over there. I did actually redeem all the DLC on this character as well. So I will show you all the DLC items once we get back to town. Alright, so here's some monsters that actually do want to mess with you. They're little guys, though. They're just some little macaws. They're not nothing. They're nothing to worry about. It's kind of weird because for me, the way I'm recording right now, my audio is delayed for me, so I'm seeing my swings and stuff go before I hear the sounds. It's not too noticeable when you're just walking around farming stuff, but when you're or gathering even. But when you're actually sitting here fighting, it is a little jarring. Right, so once you kill them, you can go up and harvest or carve their corpses and grab some materials from that. You do need those materials for crafting different armors and weapons and stuff. So, you know, if you have a chance to loot their bodies, go right ahead and do it. It's the best thing to do. Sometimes you don't have a chance because the bodies do disappear after a certain amount of time. So, you know, maybe if you're fighting multiple monsters at a time, you just won't have the opportunity to loot the body, which is fine, you know, for the little guys. The big monsters, you definitely want to not forget to carve the bodies. Right, so here's another type of creature. I believe these are the Jaggy, right? So let's just go ahead and get rid of them too. Right, so your weapon will become dull, so you do want to have some whetstones, which in Monster Hunter World, there you have an unlimited amount on you forever. Not in this game. You do have to go ahead and make sure you have whetstones on you, or else you're going to be dealing with a dull blade throughout your hunt. And again, you want to find a nice little opening to use your whetstone, because it takes a few seconds here. This guy's probably going to hit me. Right, so he missed. So I got my sharpness back. So that's always good. So luckily the small guys aren't too hard to deal with. I've taken way more damage than I realistically should have already. Right, so he should be dead, and if not, then I definitely have time to loot this guy. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, we got some Jaggy hide. Dang it, I think we need one more mushroom. We need 2 more mushrooms. Great. So this respawned here, finally. There we go, we got the last unique mushroom that we needed. So now we just head back to the little camp location, and we can turn in our items. Right, so this red chest over here is where we turn in our items. So let's turn in all 10 of the unique mushrooms we have. And once you complete the subquest, you can just go ahead and end the quest. But I have all the ferns, so let's go ahead and turn in the 8 ferns that we have as well. And now we wait. So in 20 seconds, we're going to be heading back to town, and we can go and get our next quest. Now, if you do get a quest where it's like kill X amount of things, once you kill the things, it'll be like, quest complete, and then you have your timer go down. You don't actually have to go back to the camp and be like, hey, I killed all these things, so that's something you don't really have to worry about. Oh, we need to get our Palico as well, I just realized. Right, so I don't have enough to craft any armor, but I did go ahead and buy a better charge blade. So you can see my store box here is pretty full. You know, the whole first page is just packed with items. Some of these not as many as others, you know. So I have a lot of horns coins. I have a bunch of other stuff too. I have a lot of honey here. So I got all those items from DLC. The way you do that is you just go over here, talk to this guy. You go to, oh, you don't go there. You go to DLC, you download all the, there's some quests you can download as well. You download all the items, and then it'll have a claim items tab here, and then you claim everything, and voila, you have more stuff than you need at the moment. But it will deplete quickly. Which reminds me, they do give you these eggs that you can do what you please with, but I am going to go ahead and take these platinum eggs, and let's just take, I guess, 15. Let's take 15. And I'm going to sell them because I'm pretty sure that's what they're for. That's what I was being told on stream. So, I don't want to talk to Moofy. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to pet Moofy a little bit. So, I didn't actually mean to buy anything, but now that I'm here, I do need to buy these. That way, the Book of Combos is so that you have better chances of actually crafting stuff, because when you combine items to, or craft items, you, there's a chance that you will not succeed in crafting and you'll just get garbage back rather than whatever you were trying to craft. And you do lose your mats, so, you know, you definitely want to get the Books of Combos, and you could just leave them, you know. So here we have 100,000. Oh Lord. You know what? I don't think I sold platinum eggs on my other account because I did not have that much money after selling, but I guess I do now. So yeah, I have $1.5 million, so I won't be needing money anytime soon. I kind of wish I hadn't sold as many, but I did. I honestly could have just sold one, and that would have been okay. So here's our Palico Ranch that we have here in Berna. Right, so let's talk to this guy. Right, so here at the Palico board, we're going to go ahead and select the Palicos that we want. And actually... special Palico. Okay, so these are the ones I was looking for. So now we're going to select our Palico, and we're going to have this guy first, and this guy second here. And you can rename them and all of that. I just don't really bother, to be honest. Right, so you can get different armors for your Palico as well. They're going to follow you around everywhere unless you tell them to stay back. So keep that in mind when you select them. If it's going to bother you for some reason, and maybe just think of selecting them as soon as you go into a quest rather than just having them with you forever. Right, so I could do a Fungal Hunt, which is a delivery quest. I might do some of the key quests offline. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to try to keep all the key quests here, but there are some delivery quests. If you're playing Monster Hunter World, then you would know that there are no like specific delivery quest. You just do the bounties and stuff there rather than this. So let's go ahead and do a wipeout where we slay 10 Macau. We have a nice weapon that we like, so let's get going. So I think the quests actually mess with the spawn locations of the monsters a little bit. So you can see here, there's no big guys. I forgot their names. There's no big guys, but there are a bunch of Macau here. There's 5, which is I think half of what we need, which is actually just perfect. So we're using the charge axe, or the charge blade, not the charge axe, the charge blade. Which you do to, you charge, you charge up your axe. That's kind of what it is. You use the blade to charge up the axe. You can see on the top left, my little files just turned yellow, which means I could charge 3, but I want to charge all 5. So I will be needing a red charge there. So we got a Macau dead here. And you can see the Palico help. They killed one pretty much all on their own over there, so, they're definitely worth having, especially if you can have both, which, dang it. You should be able to, considering all the DLC ones. I'm pretty sure the 2 I'm using are DLC ones. And they're just, they're free. So, Palico aren't hard to come by here. And they do level up the more you use them. So that's actually really nice. Right, so now my next move here is going to be to go ahead and charge it up. And now you can see the files there are fully charged up. They're full. And now I can do a couple different things. So I could just switch to the axe here. And the axe is huge. And I could do this simple move here, which gives me an elemental attack. Or a special type of attack. And you can see it takes up 1 file usage there. Or I could do this move, which will give me a much bigger attack. And it also uses up the files there. You also have another attack where it'll use up all my files. So I do this, and then press another button, and I'll do that elemental attack. And it uses up all the files, but you can see my shield here is charged up, which means my weapon is now charged up. I'm pretty sure it applies to the blade itself as well. But if you're not sure, you can just go ahead and... you can see here the axe itself is actually glowing as well. So let's just go ahead and carve this guy. We got 5 more, so I could just walk around a little bit and just search for some more Macau. They shouldn't be too hard to find here. I knew it. I always get dung there. That's why as soon as I went to search it, I let go of the button because I was like, I'm not going to search it again because I'm just going to get dung. Oh, some Macau here. Perfect. So you can see there, my charge is still active, even though it doesn't show on my when it's on my back. But you can see there under my weapon sharpness in the top right, right next to the files actually, you can see a little glowing shield, which will let you know, hey, your weapon is charged. Go ahead and just tear it up with it. You could also use the blade side of it and just get more charges. And then you'll have your special attacks available once you have your files full, plus the buff. If you do it in time, you can see there my charge already ran out for this. These earlier weapons do tend to become dull pretty quickly. Although I can't say anything about the later weapons because I haven't gotten there yet. So, but you can see this one only goes up to yellow, where others will go up to green. So we just have to get those weapons. So these early quests are more tedious than they are difficult. If I'm being honest, you know, it's not the most fun thing to do, right? So we could just do this attack, and I'm gonna miss because it's a little guy and they're all over the place. But if I hurry up here, and if I have enough monsters nearby, because I think it's only these 2, maybe 1 more, I should be able to get another charge here. Alright, so there's another charge. So now I have my files and my my charged weapon. Right, so I can try to hit this here. And I think I missed completely. But you can see there, that was a really cool combo that you can only do, I'm pretty sure, if you have the if you have your files full and your weapon charges. I might be wrong on that. I'm not an expert on this weapon. I'm not an expert on any weapon. I'm still very much new to all of them and still trying to learn. So I just happen to be a fan of the charge blade. So as you can see, your Palico will go ahead and find you items. Right, this guy wants to talk now. Hello. I am doing well on my quests. Aha. Right, so we need to go talk to somebody else here. Right, so we need to talk to the Meowstress. Ah, so we're going to have the dojo now in order to, I believe, just train up your Palico while you're not currently using them. Right, so she's telling us about the request log now. She made a request, and we do have these requests, these villager requests that are not exactly quests, so you don't look at them through your quest list, but they are here in your request log. And you can see here the complete the 1-star village quest summary, another pack attack. So I'm pretty sure now we're gonna have that quest that we can complete. And sometimes it won't be that specifically. It'll be like deliver three raw meat to this specific person or something, or you know, deliver X amount of fish to this person, or specific types of fish to this person. Alright, so we got some white canopy points, which is what you use to craft like Palico stuff. You can use them to eat food, which you can eat food before you go on quests. Right, so she's telling us that the red means that there's an urgent quest, or like that's what you need. That should be your next thing that you need to progress. The yellow are just different dialogue options that you have with the different characters. Sometimes there'll be like villager quests that you can get, or requests. You can see here we have a different type of quest, which funny enough, this is actually the last key quest for this difficulty tier, which obviously we still have to do this one, but once we have these two, we can get 2-star quests, and that's how you progress. You can go ahead and do all of these. You know, you probably should. It's part of the game. You do the quests, but if I were to do these 3 quests here and this quest, it wouldn't mean anything. I wouldn't progress because I need to have all of the key quests completed in order to progress to the next star level. And now I do have a website open telling me what are key quests and what aren't. So the key quests I will definitely be doing here on stream, or on stream. I do want to stream this. It's just I don't want to stream something that I already streamed, you know. So I'm just doing this here in a basic recording. But guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'll get into the next 2 quests in the next episode, and hopefully working into the 2-star quest as well. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna be it for this episode, and I hope to see you in the next.